Hi guys, this is Malia V, and I am going to talk today about um natural hair in the army regulating the natural hair. Um, I did some search on Google, and this is what I found. Okay, um, it is called AR 670-1. And it has proposed a regulation that supposedly, allegedly, scrutinizes African American female hairstyles more than ever before. It has banned dreadlocks for being unkept, twisted, and matted, but dreadlocks was already banned. But it included um, twists, while cornrows were considered authorized as long as they are conservative. There is a woman who posted an article, and I'll include all these links in the comment section below, who says she went natural. She got deployed over in Afghanistan. She grew dreads. Okay, first of all, she was wearing her hair. She braided it down and wore a wig in Afghanistan, where it's hot as hell. Wearing a wig in over 100. I mean, your brain starts to cook at 100 degrees. Afghanistan already that hot, so you compound that with a wig and a hat, it's going to be real hot. Your brain is going to cook and fry. So she says, I'm not with that anymore. I want to go natural. So she does her hair short, but then she says, I'm tired of the shortness. I'm tired of, I want to grow my hair out. You know what I'm saying? I want to have it blowing in the wind. I want to have it, touch my face and stuff when I'm off duty. And then she grows her hair out and she grows dreads. And one of her superiors is like, you can't do that. And so this is her story. When she was recruited in the army, she was in medical school, so she was a doctor. And her what she says is her main focus was medical education, soldier training, physical fitness, and the nagging question that pulled my attention days after days was, how do I keep my tightly curled hair within the Caucasian-based hair standards? Now this is what she's saying. For years, like many African American servicewomen, I have attempted a straight hairstyle which required me to chemically and thermally straighten my curls on a regular basis. And for anyone who has curls, that heat is cool, but heat ain't your friend. And it will damage your hair over a long period of time. So she wasn't trying to hear that. So other African American women attached to their hair extensions to their scalp to obtain longer, straighter hair or braids. In either case, we dedicated time, financial, and emotional resources, fostering an appearance we hope would escape scrutiny. Ultimately, we expose ourselves to countless chemicals and techniques well known to cause scalp damage. I'm not going to say anything on that one. I'm going to keep reading. So she goes on to say for years she wore her scalp and stuff like this, and then she finally decided to grow locks after having her hair short. This is the kicker. She got reprimanded, and she's like, no, I'm going to keep my hair. I'm going to keep this. I'm just going to, tighten up my game, keep it more under regulations, and I'm going to try to hide it as best I can. Well, whoever told on her was, obviously looking at her real hard, because she made one more futile attempt to hide her locks, covering them in a wig, in an authorized option. But it was too distracting, with the temperature soaring to 140 degrees daily. One could imagine that option did not last long. Now, I can do this now at the time where the VA is under scrutiny, and probably no other time, so it's a good window. But can you imagine if a soldier braiding their hair, doing hair extensions and the hat or whatever Kevlar they have to wear in a 140-degree temperature to meet Army regulations. What kind of damage they're doing, not only to their hair, but to their mental capacity and the brain cells. You can suffer from a heat stroke. You can suffer from a heat stroke. Once you get up to a certain temperature, you can suffer from a heat stroke. So this woman, she came home. She finally got out of the military, but she wrote a letter explaining her situation and why couldn't she keep this under regulations and things of that nature. 2 years later, she got a response after she was out. And so the Army, which I have a copy of the regulations right here, and I'll include the link down there so you can see it for yourself. As of March 31st, sorry, of 2014, where it says in page number, first of all, I'll give you a picture. So, and I have notes on which one it is, but it specifically says, it talks about the grooming standards for women and men, and specifically hair in general as it pertains to us as females. Okay, so in this one right here, it says wigs and hair pieces. Okay, men can't wear wigs. Okay, that's a given. Female haircuts and hairstyles. Okay, as in a particular figure 3-1, and this one right here, as you can see. Ooh. You can see where the hat should be worn and where the hair should be and where it should not touch the collar, and it should fit neatly inside the hat. Right? And I'm going to read to you what it says. Figure 3-3, which is what I just showed you, is intended only to clarify the language regarding the authorized hair lengths and bulks. Requirements for hair regulations are to maintain uniformity within the military population for female soldiers while in uniform. Let me first say that, I feel for the female soldiers that are trying to go natural, because you're in a institution where you have to be, it's soldier, it's military, it's warfare. So they're going to do what they have to do in order to keep things uniform, in order to keep things smoothly, in order to fight better, in order to defend the country. And I get that. I'm all for it. I was a military child. But when you're trying to be individualistic in a military standpoint, it gotta be a conflict of interest. So I feel you. So this is in no way a bash of our U.S. Army military, in no way, shape, or form. However, I'm just bringing you the issues and topics that are at hand. Okay, so like I was saying, requirements for hair regulations are to maintain uniformity within the military population for female soldiers